Hey, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can increase the revenue within your web design business just by understanding your numbers. Now, if you're not sure what that means, don't worry, we're going to get into it very shortly. Before we do, I just wanted to say that over 70% of you watching my content haven't yet subscribed. So if that's you, please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Hit the bell notification as well, and you're going to be notified of any future releases. There's loads of other videos on this channel which are designed to help you guys up your website design game, improve your business, know how to design, know how to find clients, and start charging more for your website designs. So I'm going to jump onto my laptop, the screen is recording, and I'm going to talk you through how you can identify the areas within your business that you can start improving, putting more effort into, and how you can start multiplying the revenue that you are generating for your web design business currently. So let's go. Okay, cool. Here we are. I hope you're all doing well. Now, here I have a small little spreadsheet that's just broken down into three separate sections. We've got four sections, sorry: pricing, outreach, sales, and income. And essentially it's the pricing, outreach, and sales which are the core principles that you need to look into when starting to generate more money for your web design business. And we're just going to get into it now. I'm going to start breaking it down and show you how manageable and actually easy it could be to start adding a little bit more money to your business just by fixing a couple of things. So first column here, we've got pricing. So here is what you are currently pricing on average for a web design project. And I've put this pretty low at £1,000, which is about $1,500, depending on where you're at. If you're starting out, it's definitely a great figure to aim for. And then we break it down into outreach. So this is looking at the amount of businesses you have contacted. So you might be spending your time outreaching to businesses via email. You might be cold calling them. You might be sending them a direct message on Instagram or Facebook. But whatever method it is, you need to be tracking all of the outreach that you are doing so you understand how many businesses you have reached out to. Now, let's assume that you are using mass email outreach and you're contacting a list or something. Then your success rate, this one here, is likely going to be quite low. You'll end up with a higher success rate the more personal you can get with the outreach. But with personal outreach or personalized outreach, it does actually take a little bit more time. So you might end up contacting 100 businesses. And if it is personalized, then your response or success rate is probably going to be quite a bit higher. So I'm going to put that at 15%. So that means that for every 100 businesses that you are outreaching to on a personal level, you're getting 15 responses, or 15 positive responses, and 15 people out of those 100 have decided to book in a call. Now, this is where we then break down into the sales section. So depending on how good you are at sales, for example, myself, sales is something that I had to learn since starting my agency. So I'm still learning, and my sales success rate isn't great. But if you have a sales background or are a natural born salesman, your success rate might be slightly higher. So you want to just see what your success rate is. How many yeses are you getting on the calls versus the no's? So if I put the success rate here at 20%, that means that out of 15 calls, I have managed to close 3 businesses or 3 websites within that month, which means your income is £3,000 a month or £36,000 annually, which is a fantastic starting point and actually a lot better than most people's salaries here in the UK. So just understanding this, it kind of gives you an idea of how much work you need to be putting in order to reach your goals, and it kind of really breaks things down so you're not overwhelmed with having, let's say a 6-figure business. So let's move over to the second year, so year 2022. Let's assume now you're a lot more confident with the service that you're offering, and your entry website price is now £2,000. You've been doing this for over a year, you're good at what you're doing, and you feel confident enough to charge that price. So you're going to up your prices. Now, if we were to go with our same metrics, and you can see here that the success rate is 30%, so I'm just going to down that back to 20. Now you can see just by upping the price of your website, you're going to double essentially your income annually, which is fantastic. But let's take this a step further. Let's say that you have a slightly better success rate, and we're just going to bump that up to 20%. And your sales is about the same, but this time you're closing 4 out of the 20, which means that your monthly income is £8,000 or £96,000 annually. So already you can see, just by changing a couple of things within your business, just by changing the price, you're already making so much more money. Now, let's say that you're not confident enough to charge more. So we're going to put that at £1,000, but this time you're going mass outreach. So let's say this time you have been busy working in the business, you've been busy building the websites for the clients that you've won throughout the year, and you've not really had a lot of time to do personalized outreach. So perhaps you have decided to download a lead list and just send a templated email out at mass. This is going to definitely skew your figures. Let's say that you have reached out to 2,500 businesses. Your success rate is going to be far lower because you've used a template. There's not really any personalization in there. We're going to put this down to basically 0.5%. So out of 2,500 businesses, you have 13 say yes, which sounds crazy, but the reality is a lot of people are sending mass email these days. It's not very personalized, and a lot of people are wise to it and they ignore them, but you do still get some sort of success rate. You just have to hit higher volumes. So in order to get this number up here, maybe you need to send 5,000 emails and you have 25 yeses. Maybe this time you have a much or a slightly higher success rate and it's a 25% success rate. So already here at the same pricing, maybe you've switched up your outreach and you are still able to make more money for your business. Year 3, maybe you do then have the confidence to charge more pricing. I'm just going to copy these metrics across here. And there you go. Let's make this 25%. And there you go, you will end up with a 6-figure business. So there you go. Basically what I'm trying to say to you guys is, if you understand your numbers, you can really get into the nitty-gritty and try to understand what it is that you need to be doing to start making more money. So do you have the confidence to be charging more with your current outreach method? Do you need to be investing more time and effort into your outreach, whether it is the personalized approach or whether you are using an email list? Do you need to be practicing getting better at sales? What is your close rate like? Is that really low? Do you need to up that a little bit? Where do your efforts need to be within your business to start getting it to where you want to be? So there you go. Hopefully you have found this valuable. Now, I've been looking at this for quite some time now and just understanding my numbers. And it wasn't until I started doing that I could really understand and identify the areas of my business where I'd need to put maybe a little bit more effort, build a little bit more confidence, start charging more, all of those things. And that then resulted in me being able to generate a lot more money within my web design business. So the table that we've just worked through should, fingers crossed, give you guys the confidence to really aim high and break things down so you're not overwhelmed with that large revenue figure that you should be striving for, and you can just break it down and really understand what you need to be doing in order to get you to where you need to be. So if you found this usable, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate you smashing that like button. Hit subscribe as well if you haven't done so already. There's more videos coming up in the end screen and I recommend you go and check those out because I guarantee you'll find it just as useful as you found this video. But that's it for me now, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.